Welcome back, Powerful Mind. How are you guys doing today? We've missed you so much since last time. We are back and we are better than ever, baby. And today we're here with a really special guest. Today we're here with
Noot, you feel me? If it ain't shot by Noot, it's poop.
And we got a really great episode here for you today from a different perspective from a videographer who's typically never in front of the camera. So make sure you stay and watch the whole thing from start to finish. And we're going to run the intro now. Hey. Yeah. Powerful Mind. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey. Saying I'm super excited you guys are here. Not only do we have Shot by Noot in house.
If it ain't shot by Noot, it's poop. It is poop.
I like that. And then we also have Jacob behind the scenes as well. And you guys will be able to go see his episode is coming out next week. So make sure you go check that out. But we do have Noot here. So first of all, start off by telling the people like what you do, how you even got into it. Tell them like how it started and what you do now.
So basically, I'm a director, but I also do like artist management, and you know, you're gonna see this interview coming up. But I manage Draco, so director, editor, you know, manager, and basically like it kind of all really started with me just getting into music videos, and then it branched out into like artist management and like things like that.
Okay.
And I started shooting music videos. I tell the story because it's like a cool little story. But
yeah.
I started because I had a homie, and he that's still my dog, so shout out him. But his name is Finn, and he used to shoot back like probably like 5 years ago or something. And I used to just go to like shoots with him to help out with like lighting and stuff like that. And he never really kind of went through fully with it. And I had like this friend, and he was like, he like made music and stuff, and he always wanted like shoot a music video. And I was just kind of like wanting to find something to do because like I was freshly 18. Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to find something to do. I was like, yo, I'll just go pick up a camera.
Yeah.
Picked up a camera, and it literally just didn't stop from there.
Really? Okay, awesome. And so like when you picked up that camera and you were having like the realization of like what was that moment that you're like, wow, like I really love this, and also like maybe I do have a really good eye for it? Like
honestly, it probably took like about like 3-4 months. Then I really started getting into it. Yeah. And like, I think what made that happen was just like, so I used to watch music videos all the time.
Oh, okay.
Because I liked a lot of rap music stuff, and I always thought like the music videos were cool. Yeah. And then once I started like realizing that like my videos are starting to look like the videos that I actually like is when I just started kind of taking it really seriously.
Dope. That's fire. And then so when you're talking about doing your music videos, what was one of the first music videos you ever did?
I'm gonna be selective with who I shot on this one.
I feel it. I don't blame you.
So one of my first music videos, let me think. Okay, one of my first music videos was actually one of my homies, and we're actually about to, you know, start pushing him heavy and everything because he's getting back into it. We just shot a video recently, but his name is he goes by K Ganja, and I think like this is probably like my third or fourth music video.
Oh, but, nice.
It was called Breadwinner.
Okay.
And y'all go listen to that. It's still up. So that was pretty cool. And then I had another video. This was probably like fourth or fifth. This was like very short, like into it. But it was with SCY Jim before he blew up. It was with like SCY Jim and I-75 Kibo. So feel me, shout out all them boys. Yeah. K Ganja, SCY Jim, Kibo. But yeah.
That's awesome. And then so like, what do you think is different from the way that you shoot music videos versus people that you see shoot music videos nowadays? Because we recently talked about on the podcast how the art of music videos is kind of lost now. Yeah. In the music industry, there's not really that many artists who are like producing like full music videos the way that they used to be, or like to the scale and to the quality that it used to be, where it was telling a story, you know? So how do you feel about that? Like nowadays, where do you think music videos are at nowadays? What's your opinion?
So really, like, I don't think that it's on, like, I don't think that it goes on to like the director when it comes to these things, because like you have all these artists, right? There's way too many artists, you feel me? Just sit here and be like, yeah, this art. Yeah. But you have all these artists, and it's like half the time when you're like trying to come up as like a music video director, when you start, you know, they have you pull up, you'll pull up to the shoot. It's just like one location. It'll be like just like trap house, you feel me? It'll be this random place. And they don't really have any idea behind it. They just see these like cool trap videos, and they're like, oh yeah, let's just, you feel me? Let's just record here. Let's just do this. Let's just do this. And that's one thing that I feel like got super like oversaturated.
Yeah.
Just because like, you know, artists don't know what they want and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But one thing I like try to do with my videos is I try to have like specifically with Draco, because he lets me get like very creative. So I'll try to have treatments which I'll write down like, you know, like I'll have a shot list. I'll have like the whole like theme of the video and everything, and it'll just end up coming together. But I really like to focus on that. That's probably like, you know, my favorite thing to do, other than like one thing I think stands out about my work is like the color grading. Like if you look at my videos, they just look really like aesthetically pleasing in my opinion.
Yeah, it definitely has its own aesthetic. Like when I'm scrolling on the Powerful Mind account and like one of your videos come up, like I know it's one of your videos without having to look at the tag, because you have developed your own aesthetic and your own style and your own filter, like you said, your color grading into it. So it's like you've already made that staple of like this is my work and my aesthetic of it, and like that's your niche essentially of like how you do that, which is awesome. And then it's really great that you mentioned also the treatments and the shot lists and everything. So for beginning people who are like trying to get into doing music videos and doing videography, explain to them like what a treatment is and what a shot list really is, and why it's important.
So what a treatment is basically like you know, you get the song and everything, and the way I go about treatments is depending on the vibe. A treatment is really just you putting together a story for the song. And you know, that's just like has to do with how creative you are. And I like to, sometimes I like to get weird with my treatments. Like, they'll be like videos will just be odd. And then other videos, they'll actually be like real stories. And it's just like, it just comes from you just, you know, thinking. I watch a lot of movies too, so it helps. And that's really it, really, you know.
And then so when it comes to like the treatment, just like for me as well, when you're doing your treatments, are you writing out like paragraphs? Are you, you know, grouping together ideas? Like what does that look like?
So I guess I start with like just like one simple theme. Like let's say like how do I explain this? I'll start out with like one theme, and then I'll like from that theme I'll write like literally just be a paragraph.
Okay, got you. Yeah.
Paragraph.
And it kind of story tells a little bit.
Story tells. Okay. So it'll be like this whole written story. And then as I go, then I'll start talking about like the shot list. You feel me?
Okay,
like, so it'd be like maybe a wide angle or a close up, or like I want this specific B-roll, this specific B-roll. Okay. And there's like a lot of websites you can go on. Like Shot Deck is one of them. Okay. But you go on these websites, right, and you can get like references for how you want images and like how you want these scenes to be, and you can get super specific.
Yeah.
So I'll always grab like screenshots and I'll place them within like a note list. You feel me? Where all my treatment is. And that's really how it like goes about.
Fire. And so when did you like, what was your first like treatment? And shot list? What did that look like versus what it looks like now?
So my first treatment, what was my first treatment? Can I look?
Yeah. Go for it. Do you think?
It's been a minute. I've shot so many videos.
No, that's dope though. And that's really great, because that even the fact that you have to like go back and like look it up means that you've done a lot of growing and a lot of like, you know, just doing it when it comes to your video projects, which nowadays like is the biggest thing, is that like people will talk about doing all this, that, and the third, and then never do it. Right. Never. So it's like even just doing it to begin with is already a big win. What was the treatment though?
So actually like, I would say my first official treatment was actually Draco's video. It was like his first song that went viral. It was Dutch Oven. And it was not very like organized at all. But it came out really well for what it was. I don't even think I didn't have a single shot like
an actual shot
in there. It was all just like written down.
Okay,
you know, I knew
whatever
the theme,
works.
I knew what I wanted to do. I didn't have a shot list though. And it was just kind of like what is the word? It was just
like run and gun, like on the go, kind of.
It was kind of like a run and gun. There was like a specific word. I can't think of what it is right now. But, yeah, like we got there. It was just improvised. That's what it was.
Okay, got you. Just on the spot, on the fly. Yeah.
We had a theme and that was it. And now it's kind of to a point where like, you know, somebody wants a treatment. I'll send them an actual like treatment.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
like timestamps. You feel me? From,
Right.
like,
Okay. Yeah.
from this time to this time, it'll do this with like screenshots, everything.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And then, so I'm also curious, how did you and Draco end up linking up? Like, how did that happen?
So it's kind of a cool little story, I think. But he used to shoot with this videographer named Armstrong, and he was out in Orlando, it was just so random how this all went about. But like Armstrong, he was like he's a super cool kid. He used to always text me and like ask me for like advice on shoots and stuff like that. I used to always, help him out.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then one day he was like, "Hey, I have this artist out in Sarasota. His name is Draco. I have a shoot for him, but I can't make it." And
okay.
so he sent me his way, and it was for his song 2K24.
Nice.
And
okay.
so
dope. Fire.
we shot that. And after we shot that, the video was good. We fucked with the video. We just kept shooting. I think our next video was Strawberry Shortcake.
Okay.
Which that one did pretty well too. But so 2K24, then we shot Strawberry Shortcake. And then I think we shot like 2 more videos. And like compared to a lot of people I shoot with, he was like becoming the most consistent.
Okay.
So I really wanted to push him because he had a good sound. He was hella consistent. And so I just, I offered to manage him. And then since then, like we went from like me managing him to having like another manager on the team.
Yeah.
And then we started doing things like shows and all that. And that's really like how it came about.
That's fire. That's dope. And so you guys just hit it off and you're like, let's just keep this rolling. That's awesome.
There was no reason to stop.
Right.
Just keep going up.
Yeah. And then so what made you realize that you did want to like kind of step into that manager role? Obviously you said that you saw those qualities in him, but that is a whole completely different thing than doing videography. And I feel like a lot of people don't realize like how much does actually go into like managing an artist.
A lot. But personally, like I obviously love videography and stuff like that, but I love doing business too. Like I like the business side of things. I don't know why. I just do.
Definitely.
But when it comes to like things like that, I guess that's where I was kind of comfortable.
Okay.
With
yeah.
being
Right.
like, hey, let's do this.
Yeah. That's awesome. And then so for you as like being like new to like managing artists, what did you have any struggles at first or some things that you had to improve upon on yourself?
I think like the main thing, like, because I was like, when I started managing him, I was pretty new. I've managed other artists before, but I didn't really know how to go about it. I was just kind of doing what I was learning at the moment.
Yeah.
But I think like what I struggled with Draco, which is why we brought another manager to the team, was like, I didn't know how to get him shows or anything like that.
That's a whole different.
I was I was mainly just like focused on managing his media, like his content,
like his content. Yeah.
And then like he'll have like people hit me up for like features and stuff like that, so I do all that.
Yeah.
At the end of the day though, I do his management, but he also kind of manages himself too.
Yeah.
It's kind of like,
okay,
when you can't get to it.
Yeah, definitely. And then so are there any strategies or anything involved that you've implemented while you're managing him? Like, for example, like on social media being like, hey, we're going to boost 1 post a week, for XYZ reasons to try to get that outreach that way. Is there any like tactics you've been doing or has it been 100% just you post it and boom, it's going crazy?
So what we try to do, I guess, where like it starts to work is we shoot like hella reels. We shoot.
I was gonna say your guys' reel game is strong.
I think literally just yesterday alone, I think we shot like 35 reels.
My gosh.
We shoot like hella reels. We'll do it like once a week.
Yeah.
And we'll post 2 times a day. And I think like
that's crazy.
One thing like we noticed, and because I'm still like learning and still picking up on things, but so we shoot 2 times a reel, and we do boost posts at points.
Okay.
Like let's say we have like a big drop. We want to promote this drop. What we'll do is we'll drop it, we'll boost it, and then that's when we'll start posting reels to it. So like after we boost it, then everybody goes to these reels. Everybody starts stealing these reels. What are some other like tactics we do?
That's a really good tactic though. Posting twice a day, like that's first of all not easy. Second, I'd be struggling to post 1 time a day. So so doing 2 times a day consistently, props to you guys for that because that is not easy. And also like our audience, like Powerful Mind audience, really is tapped in tune with like what really goes into like being a creator like that. So posting 2 times a day, good job to y'all.
Appreciate it. It's a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I was gonna say and especially as you as a videographer, because you are having so much content and so much, like you said, you just shot 35 reels. Like, do you have certain like structures and certain like organizational things implemented that help you keep like all your content like in order the way that you want? Do you use like a third party thing to help you schedule content? Like, what does that look like for you?
The way I go about things is we'll shoot. So like, let's say he has a hit song, right? What we'll do is we'll get a bunch of reels, or like, for example, he dropped his album. It was like Real Deal Forever, right? So he dropped the album, and whenever we started promoting it and everything, when we get reels, we'd shoot like, at first we started shooting like 25 reels a day, but it'd be like 5 reels to this song, 5 reels to this song, you feel me? So it'd be it'd be just a repeat.
Got you, yeah.
And what I do is like, I would edit all of the same song at once. So it'd be like 5 reels, but I edit them all at once, so I was just easily able to get them out.
Right, yeah.
And that's kind of how I still do it now. But other than that, there really isn't no like structure when it comes to like scheduling things. I'll send him a folder with all the reels, and he'll, you know, day before, because we post at 2 and 5 every day. Okay. But so he'll have the folder. He'll start scheduling them on Instagram himself. Okay. If there was an app to do that, somebody please tell me. Because, you know, it'd probably help me a lot.
Yeah, I'll share with you like what I use. Yeah.
But yeah, that's really
that's fire. That's fire. And then so also like with you when it comes to like just your videography, right? What is, first of all, like what is one thing that you're really like the thing you're most proud of, like videography wise, that you've shot and put out?
Like like a video?
Yeah.
What is my favorite video? This is actually really hard to pick because I have so many videos I like.
Yeah, shout out a couple then. Ones that you're proud of, that you're like, you know what, I did that. Like I've stamped it.
So recently, me and Draco dropped "Listen and Don't Judge." I really liked how that video came out. The whole like theme behind it was like, it's called "Listen and Don't Judge," so we wanted it like therapy vibes. We had like this model, and shout out Sierra, but we had this model and she was basically like the therapist. Yeah. And that was really it. But that video was pretty cool. I also work with this other artist. His name is KP0. He lets me get super creative. So we dropped a video. It was called "What's the Rules?" And it was like this like beachy like song. And it was a sample to something. And the whole theme, like the whole video is just like at the beach. And then we have a scene where he goes and buys lemonade off these kids. Or like they're playing football and stuff like that. Just like beach things. Yeah. So that video was really cool. Can I look again? Is that cool? Yeah. Just making sure.
Yeah, but no, definitely.
What's another cool video I've done?
And then like, do you have any like dream like themes or dream kind of like music videos you would end up wanting to come to life? Like a concept you would love to apply to a music video? Or do you just kind of like take it as, you know?
I kind of take it as I go, but we've been really trying to get in a video at like a mechanic shop.
Okay, yeah.
Like him in like a whole Dickies fit, like as a mechanic and all that. We've been wanting to do that for a while, so that would be a pretty cool treatment. We just had like, the thing with a lot of these videos is, you know, like budget. Like we have to, you know, with certain things we'll have to have this budget, and it's like when you have a big label or like things like that sponsoring you to, you know, help pay for these things, it all comes out of our pocket really. So like a mechanic shop, we're gonna have to go rent that out. Or like when we did Dutch Oven, we had to rent out like this office space and like all that. So other than that, Yeah. And that's great that you also talk about that too, because that is something else that we talk about a lot in Powerful Mind, is like how it's not cheap to be doing anything creative. Like it is not cheap at all. And so that's dope. And so you work like a regular job to help fuel everything as well, or you just full-time videography? Just full-time videography.
Well, that's great.
It's stressful. I'm not gonna lie. It is very stressful for like the directors that are trying to, you know, actually push things past, like just doing run and guns. Right. Like, it gets really stressful because, you know, you start to get booked, you start to get backed up, and then you feel me, like with these like treatments and stuff comes out of your pocket, and then I still got to pay bills. I still got to do this and that, while videography is my like main job. Right.
But that's dope that you have videography as your main job. When did you take that leap? When did you?
I tried to take the leap like a year and a half ago probably, but like it wasn't as consistent. So like I was working a little bit of a job at Publix and everything.
Definitely.
And then like I always hated working jobs. Like I absolutely hate it. So like a couple months after I was working at Publix, I was just like, screw it, I'm not gonna do that no more.
Yeah.
And then I just took it full time, and that's when I also started, you know, pushing shit with Draco too. So it was like,
nice. Yeah, that's
I
hard.
didn't have to wait on people to book me because I could just go shoot with Draco whenever.
Right.
So now,
yeah.
as I'm, you know, maybe I'm not making as much money, but now I'm able to push out more content. Now more people are seeing me. Now I'm getting booked more.
Yeah.
And that's really how it went.
That's awesome. And so, like, do you have like any like you said, you're just pushing out a lot, so a lot of people are like seeing your content and everything. Do you have like any ways that you specifically try to be seen or do anything differently, or you just like push out as much content as possible?
I think where I want to be seen the most and like where I try to push things is like with treatments, I guess, with like the videos that I actually put a lot of effort in, because I shoot a lot of videos, but a lot of them I don't drop depending on like how the artist goes about the video. So I really don't care about being seen for some of those things.
Right.
But like everything on my page is videos that I like and
Right,
that
yeah,
I like purposely try to push. Like I used to boost my post, but now I just have like the artist collab me on the post, so like I'll get that reach, because it's just like it's cheaper.
No, yeah, that the whole collabing thing, like that was one of the best things Instagram ever did. But do you have any tips for like new videographers who like are trying to get to the point where they're getting booked to do that full time?
I would say when you're starting out, just find like, even if you don't like make a couple dollars off of, you know, one artist, just find an artist to work with and just keep experimenting, keep finding things like you like to do, and don't sit here and do the same shit. Don't sit here and like be stagnant with like your work. Like, don't be scared to sit here and, you know, experiment, because at the end of the day, like, you're gonna, you know, do your best work trying new things.
Right.
And you're gonna find out new, like, better things and better ways of doing things.
Yeah,
so
definitely. And do you have any tips or advice for videographers who are just starting out and don't even know, like, brand new, just got a camera, what am I doing now?
Honestly, like, where I started was a lot of YouTube, looking up a lot of things. I would say one thing that's important with videography is just honestly, like, learn your camera. Learn your camera first, and past your camera, the most important thing is going to be your lighting. If your lighting isn't good, the video is not going to look good. So your camera, your lighting, learn about that. It's really like, it's not hard. It's not like it's rocket science. It's just really about you know, taking the time, just go sit there and figure it out.
Right.
And sometimes, like, don't even do it on YouTube. Just, you know, if you're at home chilling, maybe set up your lights, go like figure it out yourself.
Yeah, YouTube University. That's what we talk about all the time. Yep. That's how I learned how to do like literally everything. So that's awesome. That's dope. And then so what was have you ever gotten like a really, really good piece of advice for your own career? Like, what is the best piece of advice you've gotten in your career?
I honestly, like, I don't really get much advice from people. I feel like I give a lot of advice, but I don't really get a lot of advice. And like, most of what I know is kind of just me learning. I guess like one piece of advice that I have got was don't get stuck doing running guns. Do not get stuck. That is what everybody tells me. Do not get stuck doing running guns, because you will just be miserable with it.
Yeah.
Like I guess I talk to a bunch of different directors, but everybody just hates doing it. It's just, it's so boring, because it's like a rinse and repeat of you doing the same thing over and over. You feel me? Like,
yeah, definitely.
There's some artists I've shot with, and we've shot at like the same location so many times.
Jeez.
And it's like,
like
they'll ask me, they'll be like, oh, like, what should we do? What should we do? You're the director. I'm like, we use this location like 3 times already.
It's already worn out, buddy. There's nothing we can do.
It's not that it's just worn out. I can't come up with more ideas. There's a truck here.
You can stand there. You can sit there.
There's a parking lot. There's a stop sign.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Yeah. No, I agree. And I think you would actually really enjoy like when we do like bigger production things, like for example, like our events, or when we do like the ciphers. I think you would really like the production that goes in behind that. I think you would enjoy that. And I think you guys will be at the next one. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
But that's awesome, and that's super dope. And then so are you from Florida?
Nah, New York.
Okay.
We got to rep New York.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm from New York though, and I lived there like half my life. Okay. So I mean, Florida's like in my blood at this point.
Right.
But
yeah.
I always love New York. I go there pretty much like once a year at least.
That's awesome.
But yeah, now we're in Sarasota, Florida.
That's awesome. One of the questions that I had here actually, which I kind of like answered myself throughout talking to you, was what are the main intentions in shooting when it comes to you? Is it to capture a moment, to capture like the present time, or is it to really storytell?
I don't think it'd be any of that. I would just like I like making people feel a certain way from the video. Like
beautiful.
Like I like feeling a certain way from videos. So my main goal is just like, if this song is sad, I want you to feel exactly what this artist is talking about and how he's talking about it. That's
absolutely
like the most important thing for me.
Absolutely. And we literally last episode talked about that too. Like portraying like emotions through your art is like something, again, that's kind of getting a little washed, that like I feel like we need to reel it back in as an industry. Like that's the whole point of art, is to provoke feelings and emotions and imitate life. And like so hearing, you know, you saying that is also refreshing, because that is, like I said, something that a lot of people don't focus on anymore, when it's like I'm the same way. Like that's why I really like to like empower too, because
I respect it.
Thank you. No, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm the same way. Like I really want to invoke like some type of feeling, some type of emotion behind like whatever I'm creating and putting out as well. So I get that 1,000%. And then when it comes to like videography, are there any videographers that you kind of like look up to, or you kind of like really respect, and you're like, yo, you know, and you kind of pull things from?
I got a couple. So when I first started, I talked about this kind of earlier, but when I first started, like when I was saying how there was videos I really liked that I wanted to start doing, when I first started, there was this dude named More Visuals, which shout out to him. He's an absolute goat. He I used to love his videos. I used to love him so much. And one day I had hit him up when I first started, and he literally like he just taught me everything. Like he showed me how to edit. He taught me a bunch of things. And I've always respected him from there, because he didn't have to do any of that. Yeah. But that's someone like I really look up to, because he taught me a lot. And I've literally like, I mean, I probably would be here, but it would have taken a lot longer without his help. Yeah. So Lamar Visuals, I look up. Dakota Over did it too. He's a really good director. Noah So Cold is pretty cool. And Lyrical Lemonade. You feel me? Yeah. Those are like my four directors I like fuck with the most.
That's awesome. And then so like when you envision yourself as like a director, what do you like envision, like at what level, at like what scale, like, you know what I'm saying? Are you in like movie set type sets, doing music videos? Like what kind of level in production would you like to build yourself up to?
So honestly, as far as I can go, it would be cool to do movies. Yeah. I would be very specific with the movies I would do. I like psychology a lot. So
okay. So like almost like Jordan Peele? Jordan Peele type movies?
I don't even know Jordan Peele, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my gosh, how are you directing? No, Jordan Peele, right? Right?
What are
with
some
like
he's
the
done?
ones like Get Out and like what's it called? The other one with the alien?
Oh yeah, what it is? Yes, I don't know what that movie is called.
It's a cloud
thing. It was like a huge
Oh no. But you know what I'm talking about, where it's like really thought invoking, where it's like, what the hell's happening?
One of my favorite movies though is called Memento. I don't know if you've seen it.
No, I haven't.
It's basically about this dude, and he has what is it? It's like this disorder where you have like I'm gonna look it up real quick. I'm so sorry.
You're okay. No, you're okay. That I do the same thing. That's awesome though. But you should check that out. I think you would really, if that's the direction like you're trying to go, I think you would really like his movies. They're very like mind fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so this dude in Memento, he has like this, like he has memory loss. So he's basically like, he has all this trauma, and he's trying to figure out what happened to his wife, and he has like this really bad case of like memory loss. But it's a super psychological movie, and I just like I like things like that. I like messing with people's brains.
Yeah. So. No, yeah, that's awesome. That's dope. Yeah, and that's different. Like not a lot of there's not a lot of directors who do like that type of movies anymore. I feel like, so that's super awesome. That'd be great. I look forward to seeing stuff like that from you. And then so also when it comes to like your videography, what you do now, what kind of camera do you use?
It's actually over there, but I use a Sony FX30. It's a pretty good camera. I've had it for probably like a year and a half, almost 2 years now.
Oh, nice.
I do plan on upgrading soon, but I haven't really had the need to, because it does everything I needed to do.
Right. Okay. And then so like when it comes to like figuring out what equipment you needed and everything like that, was it super expensive, the camera?
I mean, it was pretty expensive. I really like how I got this camera though. My first camera was the A7 III, Sony A7 III, and I literally just traded it.
Okay,
this camera was out for like a month, and they were like around the same price point, so I just traded it.
How did you do that? Where?
Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, okay, dope.
Dude, he wanted the camera I had, and I was like,
yeah. You're like, well, I want the camera you have, so that's
also,
great.
like the camera I have, it's like specifically geared towards like videography.
Yeah,
I
was gonna
say. The
say
camera I had was like a hybrid. So.
Yeah. Okay. Dope. Yeah. That's awesome. And then so also just any final last thoughts to like tell everybody where to find you at. Also curious, where did Shop by Noot come from?
Basically, like my name is Noah.
Okay.
And back like in the day, like when I was in high school and stuff like that, my friends just kind of like gave me the nickname Noot. It just, like, we have this weird thing where we just all we just come up with random nicknames, and it's not like it'll just come to us. It'll just come to us. And that's how it happened. And then Shot by because the camera.
Yeah. Does everyone call you Noot still?
Yeah, everybody calls me Noot. Nobody even like. There's a select few people that call me Noah, but everybody just calls me Noot.
That's dope. That's awesome.
But yeah, you guys can find me on Instagram, Shot by Noot, YouTube, Shot by Noot, damn near everywhere, Shot by Noot.
And what can the people expect to see from you coming up here soon?
Just lots more directed work. I'm really trying to be selective with like the people I work with, for one. The videos I push out, because I don't want them to be like a rinse and repeat. I want them to be like, everything I can put into it. So you expect to see that. Expect to see like collabs with like a bunch of artists with Draco and stuff like that. A lot more trips and just like a lot more different scenery when it comes to my videos and all that.
That's dope. That's awesome. And as always, guys, make sure you go check them out. Everything will link down below in the bio. And as always, we will see you next Tuesday. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Go check us out on Instagram at powerfulmind.official. And as always, baby, we'll see you next Tuesday. Peace.
Peace out.